Swizzy and Vino on one side, and then a little bit of a pocket pick, Swizzy and Shimoki on the other.
Ooh.
I feel like opposite sides of the map, depending on where the zones go, influences grand finals so heavily. You've seen in the past, sometimes fights have that happen too. Jalen in the box and turns the things around. It's very nice. He gets a nice pickup on a Pachawa at the start of the game.
That is wonderful. A brilliant start for Jalen and Twy. A team that's experiencing their first FNCS final and beating off a very experienced team off spawn. Onto another big off spawn fight will be following Thomas and Malabuka.
This is not a fight, this is a war. One with so much planning, so much back and forth from the weeks all the way to Surge Week with Tayson Putrick also. Now everyone's up in the business.
And this is a bit of a surprise. If you've watched any competitive Fortnite this season, racetrack off spawn is usually one of the most 50-50 fights you get, right? You sort of drop in, land, and it's over. These teams right now, both players, both teams trying to, you know, build up, get some materials, get some loot, to then take a fight maybe, or maybe even just engage. If they both disengage from this and try to play out the game, that would be an even bigger shock.
That's an even bigger show for us to watch tonight. Big thing too for the rest of the lobby, we have so much contestation. Mini and Takata were talking about it. 92 players still up in the lobby. Everyone seems like they're on that disengaged bandwagon.
Understandably, the stakes are so high, right? Of course, we know players are playing for big amounts of prizes, the acts of champions. But if you finish in that top 5 after day 2, you secure a spot to the global championships, and that's where everybody in this lobby really wants to be.
Yeah, last season it was the top 2 stakes even tighter, with the top 5 being up for grabs now. How does that change things? That means top 15 people who are there in game 11 still have a chance to have huge stakes attached to their name. We'll come right back to that in a second, because looks like Thomas and Malabuka do not want to go the disengage route. They're looking for angles and fights. Uncharacteristic misses from Thomas on the right side. What a nice angle, though. Shield bubble makes it so that Malabuka has to be forced into the 2v1, but has a high ground position. They kind of have control over this all around. So I don't think Putrick and Toos have match for the moment. It's Thomas and Malabuka in control.
Yeah, and I think the tough thing about this battle, Shai, was that, you know, you look at this battle and you think, okay, good, maybe Thomas and Malabuka win this one and they go on to have a decent game. But the nature of this fight here, it just means it can swing either way. And I think over the course of 12 games, it's probably going to be somewhat even. Some people have seen even predicting Putrick and Toos to win more times than not off spawn, and I can definitely see that happen. It happened before in previous qualifying weeks.
Savage Vidil. Naughty Nats, Loa rocking through as well. They have to kind of cut through Jujutsu Classic for this zone. Have to be careful in this position. It's not possible to play like this.
It's Queasy and Vino here that are capitalizing off of their positioning right now, taking shots from every which way. And this is a team that's been getting so much hype this season, and understandably, right? They've had a great season, had a great one, they're uncontested. But their surge strategies, in my opinion, haven't quite been solidified, and you're seeing them struggling here in the mid-game. MrSavage down, Vino's the one that's taken him out. And for Vidil to even do anything significant here would be a big surprise. If you can maybe just get the reboot card and get out, that would be that most ideal situations.
Oh, Vino's got everything. He's like a metal detector on a beach, finding everything of value between the rough. No matter who is coming through on their spot, this man will find a way to turn it into points.
Yeah, I think the bigger story of today is going to be about which team is going to be claiming this game after game. You know, certain teams want a condition for it. My biggest fear coming into today was that Malabuka and Thomas would be able to get those pulse rifles for free game after game. We saw already how their day started, and so that's not going to be the case here in game 1. But right now, Blacktra and Mix and Art, the ones contesting.
Opposite situation for Savage and Vidil, who for Surge are looking kind of fine-ish, but other than that, they've got nothing in the tank.
This is not where you want to be. And this is what I was hitting on towards the start of the game, right? This is a team that's been so strong this season, especially when they've been able to make it to endgame together. But will they have the Surge strategies to consistently make it to endgames stacked and well above on Surge? So far here in game 1, proving not to be the case. They're going to have to pick things up moving forward. But even in this game, they still have to make something out of it. You see Hydro and Fostrokey positioned right now above Vidil, and Savage is looking over towards it, but he doesn't really have much to really help.
I mean, the difference in health for Vidil, they're just gonna have to go for pot shots when the connected blades fly, but no chance there. And it's so depressing because that's such a beautiful rotation for the duo. They can't capitalize on it at all. Fostrokey finally building in, and the rest of the lobby catches up. No one really going down on this rotation, but curious to see who leads the lobby.
Fostrokey and Hydra, they might find themselves in a bit of a box fight right now themselves. And nice shots, not through some of the edits there. and actually going to pick one up. Will they be able to get the body, though? There's other eyes on it, but they will build for it, commit the mats, and get in and out. That's really nice from Forstroki and Hydro.
A little bit of chip damage on Hydro, but absolutely perfect. Asceti picks up one as people start to move. It's MrSavage and Tayson, who, in terms of saying, nah, not confident, they're looking pretty good sky high right now.
Right now, above the rest of the lobby, first moving, pulling towards that north side. And as we move further and further towards Mega, we'll see a lot of these players start to fall, but these guys in a prime position to pick things up.
Height kind of different now. A lot of players can blade stall and just look all the way towards the skies. Try and still height. You have to a little bit overbuild and just play so many layers above second height. That's what Tayson's looking to try to do.
Army patiently waiting, looking forward and seems to rotate through. I wonder if they'll look for a shot here as well.
Oh my God.
But there were other players doing it as well, right above them. Not able to maybe get too much damage, but that's fine. They ain't well down on Surge. They're looking good. They can start to blade some zone. That's gonna help already in that sort of position where they can sit back now and hold team.
Hot off the press on the bottom of the map right now. That's where Hellfire making the most of every single position that they're in. Now they're just taking it all the way towards the clouds. That's where I could have even taken height if he wanted to, but the mats, you got to make sure they're conserved. We still got 3 more zones to go. Up top, Tayson, MrSavage, they're locking it in. They want to go for it. Cammy and Steady right below him. What do we have in tow? Just a few red eyes to make this work, but in the hands of Tayson, you may as well just give him a laser.
Problem is the builds are starting to dwindle, and so it's going to be up to MrSavage to really get fraggy, activate his peak form, and start to deliver some mats to his IGL that leads the way. Reason and Janice way below, and Reason has that same job, right, where he's now looking for opportunities to pick players up in the back of the zone.
Patience from all sides, those including back with left guard all the way on low ground. Banyak also falls. Everyone who was blade stalling finally finds her home. We're getting into the depths of Mega City, and this is where every angle doesn't look too pretty. FastRoki finds a few shots on some unsuspecting foes. He's looking to level up still and has control of the walls around him. Reason desperate now for the next shot. They know they're low on Surge. They haven't really found much just yet. A few options, left, right, up, or down. The code says go forward, and they do. What a beautiful rotation.
Really nicely done, but more so than the rotation, it's about finding the refresh. You see, desperately looking around for opportunities because their materials aren't going to cut it for much longer. We're going deep through Mega City. It's somewhere they're familiar with, but they're going to have to really hope the zone pulls in their favor now.
Real estate shared by 2 players on different teams in every single box. Vino gets dropped down. No stranger to the pressure, though. Almost misses the shot. Resguard with the trap. Also doesn't get sprung. Misfires on all sides as another shot misses as well. The opportunity is dwindling for the duo here. One more on their walls in front of them. Resguard, it's messy on all sides as they go up and up 4x4. Vino somehow is asking for more. 4 ellipse for the duo on all sides. Nothing knocking on the walls. Vino has a chance to go straight sky high, denying his demise just for a few moments longer. Seti and Cammy in their home habitat. That low ground, no builds though. Pressure's on.
And it's all or nothing. They need to jump into this box. They need to hit these shots, but he can't do it right now. Damage being taken. Seti falls. Cammy's playing the med miss, but he gets chased down.
Luce Steno up in the business. They're the new boys controlling home. Grab the above him, but it seems like there's no one else on low. This is theirs.
This is theirs for free, but there will be players that start to drop down. It's the likes of Forstroki and Hydro. These guys who aren't maybe too strong in help, that need to take fights, and that might be the perfect opportunity for Luce and Steno. These guys forced upwards now. Forstroki falls.
The chase is just too good from Luce. Him and Steno look strong on this low ground. We'll still have a lot of teams to go through with. Splitting loot, looking at the match. Tayson's still alive with MrSavage all the way up high. Another stall towards the sky, and he drops down straight onto Vino's box, who's still looking to make this a glorious solo clutch. With that duo above you, my friend, it might not be possible. Cheeky now, up on the bottom, looking to see what he can do next. Up top, the wraparound is not going to be possible. Journey sees it coming now. It's Tayson and MrSavage, their game to win a 2v1.
A 2v1 against Journey. Patiently waiting. He's going to start to run out of materials. He's already out of materials, and so it's just a matter of time until they figure out, drop down, connect with the shots, and Tayson and MrSavage, the reigning FNCS champions, pick up game 1.
It's a parade in Tayson City, yeah!
See what it means to the standings. It's looking so far.
Absolutely. I mean, it started very, very well. You can see here, Bows and Journey currently on 84 points after the first game with 7 eliminations. We can see as well here in 8th position, Black and Mixon as well.